Hello everybody, welcome to another business Q&A. Super excited to be back. We didn't get a game in yesterday, so I kind of miss it. It was Thanksgiving for us here in Canada, so it's great to be back on the attack. I'm joined by my usual co-host, Rishi Cup TV. Rishi, welcome aboard.
Hi guys.
I like it.
Cup of love, everybody.
Cup of love, I love it. I've got cup of vitamin water as usual. I haven't drunk it down yet. J Rice also in the house. Wanted to do a new experiment. He's going to try playing support Sona in the bottom lane. So we'll see how that goes. That should be interesting. Good. You already said what was in your cup. What are you drinking though?
So I'm trying this new vanilla coffee that actually someone gave me, and I always love when I get a free bag of coffee, but it's terrible. This coffee is so bad. So I probably won't be drinking this anytime soon. But other than that, I am just feeling a cup of excited for a new opportunity to hang out with Evan and everybody and answer some questions. So there you go.
We won't give that person a shout out in the comments of who bought you that terrible coffee, but it was probably with lots of love.
It absolutely was lots of love. Yep. Cool. And that is so appreciated.
Well, before getting to the questions, let's get some shout outs. We've got Soulforge 2453, Relaxing Sleep Station, Jen So Much, you guys, Rise Online, Rishi Cup TV. I love it. The chat is already heating up. Let's do it. I'm ready for a question. Let's help some entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and just shout out to Zeno. He actually wanted to let you know he wasn't going to be able to be here today, but he's had to tend to some family. Somebody in his family had to go to the hospital today. So we're sending thoughts and prayers to Zeno and his family today.
Much love, Zeno. Much love.
Yeah. Okay, first question coming from Rickson. And Rickson says, is there any advice you can give someone that wants to build a business or that's about to but never actually had one? Does every business require a business plan to lay out the purpose, goal, mission, where it wants to go, projected growth in the foreseeable future? All right. So, I would say that depending on what business, the type of plan that you're going to make is going to be different. Evan, I know, has much more wisdom on business plans and that sort of thing. But what I would just say is the most important thing is to first understand what value you want to give, and whether that's going to be coming through a product or a service, and making sure that before you go into all of the other plans and strategies that you really feel confident that you're giving a very good, that you're confident in the value that you're providing, and you're confident in the product or service that you are wanting to give.
So I've lined up as mid and GRI as support, and I'm going to see if I can play some Heimer mid today. It's been a while.
Nice.
Bust out the Heimer instead of the Timo, but we'll see how it goes. So the question was, wants to start a business but has no idea how, want advice on what to do as a first step?
Yeah, it sounds like he feels like he doesn't know whether he should have a very specific plan, in starting. And so that's kind of what he wants to know is, does he have to have a business plan that has projected growth and all of that kind of thing?
So, planning is super important. And then also understand that as soon as you get started, the plan gets thrown out the window. But it doesn't mean that the plan is not important. It depends on the kind of person you are. The people who plan too much need to plan less and go and do, and the people who do too much need to do less and plan more. Oh, we lost a game. What happened? Okay, I may not get Heimer mid anymore. If you've never started a business before, the best thing to do, two things. One is go work for an entrepreneur. Go find a company, 10 employees or less. that's in your industry that you look up to, that you want to be like, and go learn from them. And learn about the industry. Like, if you want to be, a caterer, right? Okay, great. You love cooking. You want to be a caterer. Go work for a small catering company. Go work for somebody who's doing some innovative new stuff that's different than the others, and go, somebody that you look up to, like, and in a couple of years, I want to be like this person, but do it my way. Go work for them, learn the ropes. One, see if catering is even for you. Like, you may start working there, say, you know what? I love cooking, but I don't want to be in the catering business. This is too crazy. Better you figure that out on somebody else's dime than you launching a catering company and then realizing that you hate this. That, plus you'll start to learn the industry, you'll get experience, you'll understand what it takes. I would take on as many projects as I could, get as close to the CEO founder as I could, not just do the job that I was hired to do, but go way and above. Because yes, I'm making money, it'll help me, get promoted or whatever, but really what I want is the education. You pay to go to university, here you're getting paid to learn about your new future potential business. So I would do that immediately. The other thing I would do, I'm blind up as Team Jungle again. Back to Timo, guys. We had a moment. We had a moment of potential there, but we're back to Jungle. The other thing is I would also start on the side. Start your business on the side. Start your catering business on the side. Do friends and family and weddings and people in your network. I would just start it with as low risk a way as possible. Investing a little bit of time, but no money until I had money coming in. And then maybe as a third thing, just start consuming content that enriches you and fills you up, whether it's this channel, whether it's books, whether it's other YouTube channels, whether it's podcasts, things that get you inspired, that teach you new things. Those three things: get a job where you can learn, start your business on the side immediately, and create a plan of learning from other content. I think we'll set you up on the right path. And good luck.
Great. Still not in the game, right?
We're trying to get a game on here. We're in our picking and banning mode here. So J-Ry's got support. I have jungle, but we haven't officially started yet. So we'll see.
Okay. Cool. So next question is coming from Arouge. Arouge, yeah. And Arouge says, "Hey, Evan, hope you are fine."
Hey, Arouge, I hope you're rocking it too.
Nice. I've seen the video, but I don't know how to encourage myself. I am sick and tired of my surroundings. Please do help me. So it looks like she saw a video about encouraging yourself. She says she doesn't know how. I'm sick and tired of my surroundings. Please help. Yeah, definitely easier to receive encouragement from others than to encourage yourself. But I absolutely think there is a need to do so. Especially there are just going to be times when you're just going to have to tell yourself, the things that you need to hear when it gets to be harder. So I try to practice that. I just sometimes I just write out, things that I know bring encouragement to myself. I could write it down on a card. I could put it on my mirror. I could put it on my phone. And so I have it handy. So when you start to feel discouraged, you can pull it out quickly and read it to yourself, And I find that when you say it out loud, there tends to be a more powerful effect. And then in terms of environment, I don't know what your situation is. I don't know if you are sick and tired of your surroundings. I'm not sure what that specifically means, but I would just ask you, is there anything that you can do to change your environment? You guys see Evan's wall right now. He's got all of the famous entrepreneurs and his family and his parents and Nina and all these people that for him uplift him and inspire and motivate him to do what he does. So I think that's a great idea. You know, you can even start by putting things up on your walls. Again, words of encouragement or whatever it is that makes you feel more motivated. So there's a lot of different ways that people approach that.
Well, our game, somebody left, so we're trying to start a new one. And I got mid again, so I might be back to Heimer. So let's see what happens.
Nice.
I want to actually get a game on here instead of just sitting in Champ Select. Yeah, I think the environment is super important. I think most people's environment sucks. I think most people have people around them who don't help them do great things. I think people walk around pretending like they have everything figured out, but everybody is just really massively insecure, and that's why they hate on your ideas, because you're trying to do something different, and you're trying to bet on yourself, and you're trying to do the thing that they probably want to do themselves, and because they don't go out and do it, then they have to tear you down, because you having success with it impacts their self-esteem, because they're not out doing it too. They're too afraid, so they have to pull you down, and that sucks. And so I'd be thinking about everything from my physical environment. Rishi talked about my wall, right? And they can't see the whole wall because the Twitch stream is a little cut, but if you watch YouTube, you'll see the big wall. But the first person you see is Howard Schultz here on the Twitch stream, and that may mean nothing to you. You may hate Howard Schultz, or you don't know anything about Howard Schultz, and that's cool. It's not that there's only one person to put up. It's figuring out what's motivating for you. Like, when I walk into this room, I've got all these people that I look up to and respect and learn from, and that gets me jazzed, right? That gets me excited. That gets me motivated. How can I not go out and pound on my craft when I've got these people staring me down every day? And so whatever your physical environment is, you can work to make it better. Even think about it, if you're doing work on your computer, what's your desktop background? You're doing work on your phone, what's the phone background? The environment matters. I would also look at what are the habits and routines that you need to be successful. What do you do every morning to prime yourself for success, right? Do you join us on the gratitude stream or on the League of Legends stream or whatever it is for you? I wake up and one of the first things I'll do is put on some music. And I have a Believe playlist, and it's public, you guys can check it out. But, again, there are songs that make me get excited. A lot of them may not be relevant to you, and that's fine. It's figuring out the music that gets you pumped. Because when you wake up, at least for me, I wake up, I feel like every day I'm starting from scratch. And I need to build myself up to get ready. To get ready to do something awesome. Because if I had an amazing day yesterday, I feel like the momentum is gone the next day. Or if I had a crappy day yesterday, I also feel like the momentum is gone the next day. Mm-hmm. And so putting on music instantly changes your state. Gets me excited, gets me moving, which I think is important. I'll do a quick workout for 20 minutes while watching something where I'm going to learn from. Watching entrepreneurial videos, watching my channel, learning something from some of the people that are on there. And then I'll have a 10-minute shower, and then I'll hop onto the gratitude live stream and rinse and repeat every day. And that's what works for me. You got to build in a routine that works for you. And most importantly, creating, if you don't have the people in your life that are motivating and building you up, then you need to create the resources, whether it's watching the Espressos of the top 10s or something else, listening to Tony Robbins or reading a book or whatever it is. Don't just kind of accidentally do it on a Thursday afternoon because you stumbled across something. Build that into your day consistently. So I'd be looking at what are the things that constantly, like whenever this thing happens to me, I'm motivated and pumped up and ready to go. And then design that so that you do it daily. Build that into your morning routine so that you're guaranteeing that you're going to get that feeling almost every single day instead of it maybe accidentally happening on a random day. We are getting into a game. I am Heimer mid. All right, I got Heimer. I've got some lag for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Let me close Dropbox. Close Dropbox, close Drive. Maybe Alex is doing something. Hopefully he's not downloading something. 40 ping. That's not great. Anyway. Yeah. Those two things. Having an environment, a physical environment that really makes sense for you, and having a morning routine and habits that you do consistently to get you motivated and excited. That's a great start. From there, you can look at the actual work that you're doing, the friends that you hang out with, the other investments that you make into yourself. But I don't want to give you 1,000 things to work on and then nothing gets done. So just focus on those two: your physical environment and your morning routines and habits. You change those things, it'll make a big difference. I promise. I'm going to see if Alex is doing something on the internet because it's lagging. Hey, are you doing something? Oh, it's not even here. Are you doing anything on the internet? Are you downloading something? Oh, okay. I'm lagging a bit, but it's fine. Okay. He's not doing anything. It's just a little slow today. All right, that's okay. What do we have next?
A little slow today.
What's
all right, we got a question.
Hold on, before moving on, I'm going to close the door. Before doing that, Rishi, what's your morning routine look like?
So my morning routine is, first thing I do is I do my morning pages. You know about that one, which I absolutely love. And I'll just say I used to like journaling, but I was so inconsistent with journaling. And I realized that what morning pages does is it allows you, it's basically called like brain drain. And so you can write 3 longhand pages of literally everything and anything that just comes to your mind. And anyway, I found it to be hugely helpful for me. And so I always do that first thing in the morning. And then I usually, well, by that point, my coffee is percolating in the background. And so these days, I shower and I get ready for Biz Q&A because this is now a part of my morning routine. So let's see here. Yeah, that's kind of my morning routine right now. But I love this Biz Q&A because for me, like I absolutely, you were talking earlier, Evan, about like what are the things that kind of get you pumped up and excited and feeling good. And for me, it really does come down to being able to connect with people. And so when I get to be on this stream chatting with you and then chatting with people in the live chat, it's just like that to me makes me come alive. So it's been a cool addition to my morning routine.
I love it.
Oh, and gratitude too has now become a part of my morning routine. So there you go.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're in game. My ping is still 40 something, which isn't great, but manageable. So we'll see. Ping is how long it, I don't know, something per second. It's per 40. It's milliseconds. I don't even know what it is. It's basically how fast the response is when I press a button, how quickly it takes to happen. And usually I'm playing around 20 something. Now it's 40, so it's basically twice as long to get something to happen, which when you're in a big fight is not great. But it's all good. We're still doing it. All right.
We got
next.
We've got other morning routines like chocolate for breakfast.
Oh, that's
yesterday.
Jen. Yeah.
And yesterday we thought you were having turkey for breakfast. All right. Okay, we got a question from the live chat, actually, from Relaxing Sleep Station.
Okay, great.
And so Relaxing Sleep Station says, there's a few of them, so, okay. This is a follow-up question for his collab, because he asked a couple of weeks ago about collabing and how to kind of go about that. He says, I'm ready to make the pitch to my potential collab partner. What I'll give a video that I've made that requires them to do nothing but upload everything else done.
What? I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm going to read that again. What I'll give, I think that's a typo. What I'll give a video that I've made that requires them to do nothing but upload everything else done. So it looks like he would give a video to this collab person and they don't have to do anything other than upload it.
Okay.
He continues to say, to use of my content on his paid membership site, allow them to sell my music on iTunes, maybe ask for 50-50 split. For use, the music video to do a guided meditation over what should I ask? Okay, for use the music video to, what do I ask for in terms of exposure for my channel? I'm sorry, Relaxing Sleep Station. I feel like I'm messing up your question. Here are the options that here are some ideas of what he could ask for. 1, a link in the description to my channel's homepage. 2, an annotation in the video first 15 seconds, link to my homepage. 3, maybe he could mention the collaboration in one of his face to camera videos before it is released, the same as above for the guided meditation video. So looks like he has the person that he wants to collab with is, could expose his music. And if I'm wrong about that, Relaxing Sleep Station, let me know. But anyway, do you need more, Evan? Do you need more to be able to answer this?
I'm a little bit confused, but so he has music. He wants to collab with somebody who will put the music on their channel, and he's asking what he wants in return?
Yeah, that's how I'm understanding it. Relaxing Sleep Station, can you agree or confirm if we're understanding it correctly? Okay. All right.
Okay.
And
well,
maybe while he's writing, we could go to another question.
Well, let's stay there. How would you answer that? I'm gonna forget about it. So.
Okay. So I think the main thing that I would say is, it sounds a little bit like what he's asking for in return, a link in the description, an annotation, or a mention. It sounds as if, to me, he feels like apprehensive about maybe what he should get in return. And my understanding of collaborations is that it's mutually beneficial. So you want to go into the collaboration with an understanding that you want to benefit from it as much as they would benefit from it. Unless this channel that you are wanting to pitch is a much larger, more successful channel, because obviously in that case, they're helping you out more than you're helping them in most cases. So I wonder if that's why he feels a little bit like, it seems to me he's a little bit reserved about what he feels he asks for in return. So if it's a bigger channel, I would just say, yeah, it would be definitely benefiting you in a collab with a larger channel, because their audience, they're giving you the exposure to their audience. And absolutely, I would say I think it should be more than fair that you get a link or a mention or something, because you created the content. It's still your content, so you'd want people to be able to find you after that. I mean, just a perfect example, Evan, we have a perfect example of that, where your channel could eat my channel for lunch in size. So, you know, it's like, I think earlier on, I think my first video on your channel was one of the videos I made for our business group, and you asked me, hey, could I share this on your channel? And I was like, absolutely, because I recognize there's such a value for me in being able to get in front of your audience, because, you know, at that, anyway, so it's just important to recognize when you're dealing with larger channels that there is a difference in dynamic than if you're working with a channel that's got the same numbers as you.
Yeah. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. You know, like there's tons of ways. If you're negotiating a deal, there's so many different ways to do it. It's figuring out what's most important to you. Like what's the most important thing that you want to get out of this? Is it money? Is it exposure? Is it a link? Is it people talking about you? Is it buzz? Is it, you know, SEO because you want a link from their website? You know, what's the most important thing that you want to get out of this? What's a win for you? And then, you know, you can always ask for more, but this is what you want to get out of it. You know, in any deal, you want to have an idea of what you want to get out of it. So it's just understanding the dynamics of that deal. You know, I don't know this person. It's like I don't know whose channel you're trying to get onto. You know, when we've used people's music in the past, I always give credit. Uh-oh, the team is fighting. Can I do anything about it? Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? What happened? Where did he go, Poppy? Where did he go? Oh no, very sad. Oh, I was all set to help in a big fight. Oh, he went there. Oh, very sad. We lost. I ran away. We lost.
Oh.
That was not well executed on my part. All right. No, we didn't lose the game. We just lost that fight.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So there's no one answer. Like I would make a list of all the things that I value most, and then I would try to get all of them, but recognize that what are you willing to walk away from? That, you know, like at some point you want to get paid for the work that you're doing. You know, if so example, for people remix my stuff. People take my stuff all the time. People take my speeches. You know, if I go on a rant or whatever, they'll take that and mix them up into motivational videos or whatever, right? I love it. Like I don't care. I don't copyright claim them. I don't, like, if they added a link to my channel, that'd be awesome. But if they don't, I'm grateful for the exposure. You know, even on a small channel, it doesn't matter to me. It's part of my bigger goal of what I want to do to reach, you know, 1 billion entrepreneurs. You're helping me, so thank you. Now, not everybody takes that mindset. You know, I've done videos on, even look at the people that I've done videos with. I've done a whole bunch with Gary Vaynerchuk, using his stuff, remixing his stuff. He's totally open to whatever, right? I could take as much of the content as I want to do whatever I want with, because I mean, obviously it's in a positive way for him, but I'm not saying, you know, Gary sucks, but he wants the exposure. He recognizes that's way more valuable than anything else. Jim Rohn made us take down the content that we were working on with them because they would rather sell product. They don't value the exposure. They'd rather just sell product. I think it's a wrong move. Like, is Jim Rohn the best known person in personal development? He might have been, but he's not anymore. He's losing relevancy because he's not on YouTube and he's not sharing the content. But that's fine. That's their business practice, right? So I know, like, everybody values different things, right? Gary values one thing. Jim Rohn values something else. Other people value other things. I value I value different things. I try to give credit to the people that I collaborate with, featuring their, Twitter handles, links to whatever. But, just, whoa, I'm under attack. All right, I made it through that. So everybody's different in every negotiation. It's understanding what's important to them and understanding what's important to you. And so having the conversation, a lot of the times the things that you really value are things that they don't care about. Right? It's like, yeah, that's easy. I don't care about that. Sure, no problem. Whoa, under attack. I just died. Very sad. I got ganked. Man, my Heimer mechanics are off. I haven't played Heimer in a while. I'm struggling on the I'm not as fast as I usually am, but that's okay. It's all good. I think we're gonna win this. Anyway, so I wanted to give an example, and then I got distracted by my death.
Just dying. No, just
the dying.
Nothing to be
That whole
distracted
dying
about.
thing. Yeah, that whole dying thing. So the example with Toronto Dance Salsa. We get opportunities to go and do TV gigs. Basically, they want to do a show. They want to promote their hosts, kind of like talk shows, right? Where we get off, or they're doing some kind of TV show, and they want us to come on and either dance for them or teach their hosts how to dance or do all this other stuff.
Oh.
We had another one that came up last week that Alex went to, and I'm looking forward to seeing the footage from. And he was asking me, well, do we ask to get paid for this? Like, what's our usual process? Haha, I got the turret. And I said, I don't need money from the TV station. Like, a lot of these guys don't have budget anyway.
Right.
So I don't need money from them. What I'd like from them is, like, one, just the exposure is good enough, right? Just being on their TV show is a win, right? Just getting attention is a win. Let's get this, guys. Let's get this. We're fighting over Dragon. They got it. Unbelievable. Holy cow. I should be jungling. Poppy, where's your smite? Poppy, come on. Holy cow. That was terrible. Oh, that was terrible. Anyway, I'm happy just for the exposure, right? Any TV station that wants to do something, even YouTubers, like, you want to come and do something, you want us to teach you how to dance, whatever. I'm happy for the exposure. It will not cost you anything, and I want to do it. The extra that we ask for is a link from their website. The reason why I asked for that over something else is because traditional media companies count a lot towards SEO. So if I want my website to rank locally for Toronto salsa lessons or whatever, then having links from a bunch of media sites helped me a lot. That I would deem more valuable than a link on their, a shout out on Twitter where they don't have a huge engaged following.
Yeah.
Right? Or a link from their Facebook page, or, whatever. So every time is a judgment call, but one, I'm happy to do it even if we get no link. And what I want is just the exposure, and ideally some kind of copy. Like, can we get a copy that we could put on our YouTube channel showing off that we were part of this show? And a link from their website. So that's what I go in asking for. And sometimes we get all of it, and sometimes we get none of it. Except for the the actual exposure. But I'm okay. Like, I'm not going to walk away from that. I still want that exposure.
Yeah.
So what's your walk away point? What do you need? Understanding that helps you make the decision. So I ideally love all three of those things. If I can't get it, then let's go as far as we can. And sometimes they care a lot about it, and sometimes they can't do anything about it. Like, they have systems and procedures that they have to live by. And sometimes it's not a big deal at all. It's like, yeah, we have show notes, and we don't usually put a link, but we have show notes anyway, so why don't we just put a link back? Cool. Right? So you have to know what you want, ideally, and then bring it up and see how they are with it. Some people are fine, and some people, they're going to push back. So it's good to get the feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Cool.
I'm glad I came with that example. We saved it. Hopefully that helps. Was there any more clarity on what the question was? Or did we help there?
Yeah, well, it does turn out that he is a small channel and reaching out to a channel that is larger, so it has the potential collab would be a channel that has over 200,000 subscribers. He has 3 right now, and actually really hasn't started. So we'll be launching soon and that sort of thing. And for anyone who's interested, there is a video out there too, and I think this is kind of just relevant because this is my favorite gamer channel, Alloy7, and he has a video called How to Make Bigger YouTubers Want to Collaborate with You. And he talks about how he has a bigger channel, the things that he has looked for when he has smaller channels reaching out to him. And he's a lot like you, Evan. Like, he's not against working with small channels, but there are some things that he values if someone is going to pitch him. So that video, again, is called How to Make Bigger YouTubers Want to Collaborate with You by Alloy7. And yeah, he kind of, Relaxing Sleep Station just said he's kind of saying he wants to get as much exposure as possible. So it looks like for him, the value for him is going to be the exposure. So I think everything you said, Evan, is going to be what he was looking for. So.
Okay, cool. And also just understanding what your end game is helps. Like, I value exposure way more than money because I want to have an impact. So I'm fine with you using my content on your channel. If that helps you, great. I don't block it or content ID it. I want my message to spread. It's way more valuable to me. Losing my voice here. It's way more valuable for me for that message to spread than for me to make a couple bucks off of ads that come from your channel. Now, not everybody feels that way, but it just depends on what your long-term objectives are. So, thank you for the question. I love it. The live audience interaction.
Yeah, love it. All right, next question is coming from Tino. And Tino is asking, greetings to you, Sir Carmichael. I feel like you are like, do you realize that I thought I was the only one who calls you sir, and then I found out everybody does. So you must, I don't know, it's kind of funny. Sir Carmichael, I come from nothing, but I only have one request. Sir, please be my mentor. Please help and mold me into becoming an entrepreneur that the community can benefit at large. I have ambitious dreams, but no positive mentor till I found you online. You inspired me in the greatest of ways so far since I've watched your YouTube videos. I stopped procrastinating and I feel good about it. I'm a recent high school graduate who is a passionate entrepreneur since I was 16. My vision is to bring innovation to Africa, Zimbabwe, where I live and love. I observe, dream, think, and dwell on breakthrough business I find can be of benefit to the African community at large, but my only and biggest struggle is to find funding to start any of these businesses. I am currently working on a project to curb music piracy in Zimbabwe. It's a big issue, but no one takes it seriously. I hope you read my email. So, all right. I know that was kind of a lot. So basically, he's a 16 years old, recent graduate from Zimbabwe, and he wants basically to kind of go fight music piracy in Zimbabwe, but he feels like he's being held back by the fact that he doesn't have a mentor. So there you go. Did I, are you understanding, Evan? Sorry, I want to make sure that I'm making it clear for you.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I think it's a great, first of all, I just think it's great that you're reaching out, 16 years old, excited to make a difference. It's definitely a positive difference to be making for sure. I know there's a lot of issues around music piracy and that sort of thing, so I think that's a cool thing that you're doing. I would start getting involved in music business and meeting music professionals who are in the music business industry, because I think it would give you a lot of skills and experience, because I think in the very beginning, I'm not exactly sure how the music piracy thing would work. I mean, I don't have experience in that area, but I think the more you know the industry of music, how it all works, and particularly, how to protect artists from this sort of thing, the more experience and skills you can get in that area would be great. And I'm sure there's someone that you can get mentored from right there in your area. But if there isn't, there's the YouTube space, and there's so much you can learn right now. I mean, it's just incredible. There's literally, I've never not been able to find at least a step forward by doing a little bit of research. So sometimes you don't have all the answers right away, but you need that, what next? What's the next step? And then after that step, it's the next step, and the next step, and the next step. So can you do as much research as you can and find out people in your community that could also be a part of that process? I would start there. What say you, Evan?
What say me? I heard lack of mentorship and lack of money. Maybe I didn't hear that right, but that's what I took from it. So one, I would make sure that you love this industry, because I think if you're trying to solve piracy, you're on the wrong side of history. I think it's going to be too. I think it's going to be too easy for. Oh, we're in a fight. We're in a fight. Can we win it? Yeah, we won it. Very exciting.
Ooh.
I would not want to be in that business.
Yeah.
It's a losing game. You're fighting with old losers. That's what you're fighting with.
Right.
People just trying to protect what they have and not innovate. And the innovation comes in stopping people instead of actually building a new business model. But there are ways. You just got to make sure you're fighting a massive uphill battle. So you got to make sure you're doing it because you deeply love it for some reason, whatever that reason is. Make sure it's there. If not, it's going to be too hard, and you should find something else. In terms of mentorship, I already am, right? Like, you're watching the videos, you're making changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, appreciate that, right? That's a great start. You're asking a question here, right? You're getting a response. So, would it be better if you were sitting here in my office and we're working side to side every day? Sure, but I only do that with Alex. You could still get a lot of the benefits and appreciate the benefits that you have. I gotta go save my turret. You can still get a lot of the benefits just by researching people online. Like, I didn't even have this when I was getting started. I had books. That's what I used. I used books that motivated me, that were from famous entrepreneurs. Their stories, their bios, their histories, all that kind of stuff. Ooh, Trindamir's gonna die. I saved him. I saved you, Trindamir. I used my ultimate to save you, Trindamir. Unbelievable. We're gonna go for dragon? Okay. Then I agree with Rishi about getting some experience, understanding how the industry works. The idea is not enough. Just because you have some revolutionary idea that's going to change piracy for forever, it's not enough. You got to be able to execute on it. And maybe that's you. Maybe you're a programmer. Maybe you can hack your way into it. You can write the algorithm that's going to change the world. Maybe that's it. Wow, nice, Jay. Jay just had some insane play.
Oh, good
Jay. What was that? Unbelievable. Wow. I got to watch that on replay. That was crazy. Good. Well, exciting times here in this game. So yes, the idea is not enough. You have to learn to execute. Whether you are the coder creating a new algorithm, whether you are finding partners who can help you, you need to be able to build it. And so getting experience in the industry can help you learn how to get closer to being able to build it. They surrendered. GG. We won. We won! All right. Good times. GG. Perfect timing on the end of that question, too. Let's see our recap here. Let's see it. Well, J-Rise's experiment of Sona bottom seemed to work out well. GG. Oh, I went 1 kill, 1 death, and 5 assists. That's a totally different game than Timo. J-Rise had 4 kills, 1 death, and 13 assists. Holy cow. Jay was doing work. From support.
Nice.
From the support role. Damage dealt. Wow. Jay was doing work. That was awesome. I love it. Cool.
Wow.
Good game.
Well, could I also say, I love, it's like the chat is just so full and vibrant of when someone asks a question, now we've got people helping out, giving value, Damasta and Soul Forged, Jen, you so much. Anyway, the point is I got people just showing a lot of love in the chat and giving value. And also, we unfortunately had 2 people who asked questions who we didn't get to today. So Off to Sourcebook and Adrian Harlett, come back tomorrow for sure. And hopefully we can get to your questions tomorrow.
Come back at we started like, say, 9:15 Eastern. Post it and we'll answer yours first. Okay?
Nice.
I want to be able to get into those. Awesome. Well, it feels good to be victorious. Rishi, what's our message to leave everybody on today?
Just cup of love to everybody in the chat for showing up and giving value and just, awesome community.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. We will see you again, hopefully, tomorrow morning. Have an amazing day. Go crush it. I'm off to do my work. Rishi's off to do hers. So you go do yours. Continue to believe, or whatever your one word is. And I'll see you soon.